All right. So, what were you gonna talk about?
Well, I want to hear about your day yesterday first.
Oh, yesterday was cool. I met up with an old friend of mine that I haven't seen since like
Oh shit.
2013. What?
Thank God it doesn't interrupt the call. It doesn't interrupt the recording anymore, so I can just reject it
All right, great.
and then continue recording.
All right. Well, it's still going, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I met a friend that I haven't seen since like 2013. It's been like 3 or 4 years, and yeah, it was fun. We just walked around Manhattan and shopped.
That's cool. What did you get?
I, you know what? Well, I'm gonna take a picture and post it on Twitter because I've been meaning to do that.
Okay.
So and then you'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, what about you? What'd you do yesterday?
Yesterday I walked to and from Second and Charles,
Oh my god.
which is an hour each way. Like literally, I think it's like 60 minutes, like exactly. And it was great though. I felt like a real guy.
A real anime.
Um,
Arigato.
you know, like I was in the store for like 2 hours because I literally just look at the same sections over and over again, hoping I'll find something that I missed.
Do you?
Sometimes yes, a lot of times yes, actually. That's always what happens when you first look at something.
Yeah,
There's
no.
so much like saturation.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I noticed yesterday, like whenever I go with like different people, I find different stuff. Cause like,
Really?
yeah, people bring you to different sections, right?
That's true. Yeah.
I found a bunch of cool stuff in this section I never looked through because I never went to that part of the store.
What section is it?
It was the cheap soundtrack section. The
I want to. Are you posting the picture?
yeah, I'll post the picture.
Okay.
But you know how they have they have like the normal section for stuff, and then they have like the $2 and under, and
Yes.
and book off.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I finally checked out the soundtrack section, and I had to like stop myself from buying stuff because I was gonna buy every dumb thing that I found. So I ended up only buying a couple.
That sounds about right.
Huh?
That sounds about right.
Yeah, no, I was, I was sitting there. I'm like, oh shit, what did I find? I was like, should I buy the High School Musical 2 soundtrack? Noah.
Oh no.
And he's like, yeah, go for it. I'm like, no, you have to stop me.
See, if I were there, I'd be like,
Yeah,
"What the
no,
fuck are you
I'm used to you sitting there and me having to justify my purchases to you.
We have to justify our purchases to each other now. It's usually like should I get this? And you're like,
Yeah,
you're like, no, you probably shouldn't, or I'll do it to you.
Yeah, I'm used to that. And so I didn't have anyone to stop me this time. So I ended up buying like a couple dumb things, but I stopped myself on really dumb things, like the Sopranos
Well-
soundtrack. I had to veto that, and I'm like,
Why would you get that? You haven't even seen the show.
yeah, exactly. I vetoed it because I'm not getting anything that I haven't actually seen already.
Okay.
So
Let me know when you post it, because I want to see your picture.
I gotta find a place to take it. I'm gonna take it on my bed. Fuck it.
Okay. If I wasn't using my phone to record, I would take a picture too, but I'll just describe everything to you.
So,
Even
yeah,
though
what'd you
I already
get,
did it on the
Josh?
vlog. I got just two things that I like to add to my collection. I literally got like mostly manga. I got first volume of Fullmetal Alchemist, which I thought I had. I guess I didn't. I guess I picked it up and considered buying it so many times that I just thought I had it, but I just realized I didn't, so I got that. And I got volume 15 of One Piece, which there's literally nothing to explain there.
Cool.
And but then I got two very, very nostalgic things.
Tell it, Josh.
And one of them, the second one that I'm going to talk about, leads into my awakening of a repressed memory. That's hilarious.
Okay,
It's not like a bad.
Really
It's not a bad
I'm
repressed memory.
excited.
So first, I'm going to go into the one that isn't that, because that's going to be a long tangent. So the one that isn't that is, it was a strategy guide that I used to have as a kid that I used to read like cover to cover, like I must have problems because I would just read a strategy guide.
No,
like
a lot of people like
cover to cover.
A lot of people.
And
do
this
that.
is
It's
the
fun.
Wind Waker, Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker Prima strategy guide. I found it again. Hello.
That's cool. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, and it didn't come with the poster. It had a poster with like the sea chart with all the islands on it.
Oh yeah.
But it didn't come with that. But yeah, I was just flipping through it last night, and I'm like, this is so nostalgic. I remember all these little screen caps and how I read it, and they give you like these little puns and like these little be careful. There's gonna be a Dodongo. No, there's no Dodongos in that game, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, no,
They,
I
feel
get
like,
it.
but be careful. Like I love it. It's great. It's amazing. Second thing I found was probably the second manga volume I ever read in my entire life. Because I remember the first one. The first one vividly was some volume of Naruto. Because I remember becoming obsessed with the show, and then I got money and I went and bought it in like third grade, I think it was still. So this was also in third grade. I went to the library and found their manga section, and I picked out Yu-Gi-Oh! Volume 1 as a kid, right?
Alright, yeah, because
And
Yu-Gi-Oh! Was
it's
fucking hot shit when we were kids.
Yeah, but it was great. There was no cards in the entire volume. Like, that was before cards were implemented.
What?
Like,
No,
yeah,
no,
so
cards are always a thing. That was the point of Yu-Gi-Oh! But
no, cards were implemented in Volume 2.
well, they
Volume 1 is, there's no cards.
It's-
There's no cards.
yeah, it's
There's
just
not
it's
even a
just
mention of
character.
the card game.
It's set up, but they still
Yeah.
had the cards were still like a part of Yu-Gi-Oh! That was the point of the thing existing.
Yeah.
But they just didn't.
Volume 1,
They didn't pick them up yet.
Volume 1 is all these different, like wit games, like Battle of the, like, wits, that, like, Yugi would do to, like, save his friends and shit.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. But, there's something interesting, because when I was in third grade, I was a child. I didn't get anything.
As most
And
people in third grade are.
So, yeah. So there's a very, very sexual scene in this first volume.
In
And
the
that
first
was my-
volume of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yes, and that was actually my first introduction to anything sexual in my entire life. So
I'm gonna look up.
it's like kind of rapey. It's like, and then Yugi saves her, the girl. Or something.
May. Wait.
I
What was
don't
her
know
name?
her name. I have no idea. I have no idea. They all have different English names, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
like a thing.
Her name's
yeah,
her name's
like,
like
so-
Tea or something, right? Green tea.
That's the I'll just pull it. I have the volume like right here. I'll just pull it out and look at it. Let me see. Her name was.
All right.
Fuck, where is
I
it?
posted the picture. Well, I wanna.
I'll look at it soon. Her name. What is it?
What is it?
What is it? I'm gonna find it.
I swear we've looked up the Yu-Gi-Oh character. Is it the picture of her butt?
No, I'll tell you what it is. This guy like uses a chloroformed napkin on her to knock her out, and he's like starts like groping her breasts and shit. And then Yugi comes and saves her.
Yeah, this is a weird part of Yu-Gi-Oh that doesn't get brought up very much.
Yeah, but because it was obviously not in the American cartoon.
oh yeah. They didn't even have
but
guns
yeah.
in that one. They just like
They literally had there's like guns and alcohol and shit. And this was like my first introduction to anything actual in my entire life. But that brought up a repressed memory. And I'm gonna tell you about this hilarious repressed
I would
memory. It's
love to
not
hear
like when people say repressed memories, they think like something disturbing. But no, it was hilarious AF.
then
So,
it's just a
this was
it's just
probably
if it's not
either-
bad, it's just a forgotten memory.
Mhm.
Because
That's it. Forgotten memory.
the active
Forgotten
yeah, he's about
memory.
to stab his hand here. This is
Yeah.
crazy.
It's great. That was like it was awesome as a kid. Because your parents think it's like a kid's comic. They're not going to check that stuff. And that leads to my next story. When I was in probably still third grade or probably early fourth grade, like beginning.
So
of
when
fourth
like
grade.
right after I met you.
Yeah, like this was like right like the only things I knew about were Naruto. Like it was
Jesus Christ.
Naruto pretty much. So I knew about manga at that time. I just first discovered. So I got this book called like it was like the complete history of manga. Like this like big book with a bunch of pictures and colorful thing. And I'm like as a kid, I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. I cannot tell you how much hentai was in this book. I I cannot begin to tell you. And as a kid, like I was a little kid, I'm like, oh my god. And I would I remember what I did is I kept on renewing the book, and my mom didn't know why, and I would fold all the pages and that had like
Okay.
the stuff. And I would fold the pages. So one day my mom found this book because she was like way overdue.
Okay.
Because I kept on keeping it, and she like opened it up to all the folded pages.
Oh no.
And that's when I got the first talk.
Oh, in 3rd grade?
It was either 3rd or 4th grade, yeah. So that's the memory I completely forgot about.
Do you remember the book's called?
No, I'm just gonna type in the history of manga and see if something comes up.
You should.
I'll remember the cover. I think Astro Boy's on the cover or something.
Really, and it had hentai.
It may not be. Yeah, it may not be the one I'm thinking. It may not be Astro Boy, but I think it might have been Astro Boy.
That sounds like plausible. You should. So what I'm thinking is you should.
It was like in like back aisles in the library. It wasn't like out front.
Yeah. You should find it eventually and just look through it and see if it like influenced who you became as a person. Cause
that would be crazy.
Sometimes like you go back through that stuff, like the first like sexual stuff you've ever seen, and it's kind of it's kind of crazy how much it influences you. Were you there? This is unrelated, but were you there in lower school when we found there's this big fucking book in our elementary school's library.
I think I know what you're talking about. I never saw it.
Oh, you didn't?
But I know what you're talking. It's the book with like the paintings, right?
Yeah, and it's some
like
topless paintings in it.
Yeah.
And we found it as like 3rd or 4th graders, right? I think it was David. I think David and I somehow got wrapped up in this, but
that sounds about right.
Yeah. So yeah, we found that. That was actually not all that weird. Now that I look back on it, it's like, oh yeah, it's naked pictures. But back then, I was like, oh my god, why would they even put this in a book?
I'm looking at your stuff.
Oh yeah.
You got the Space Jam soundtrack. That's a great purchase.
They had
Emperor's New Groove. What the fuck?
They had the Emperor's New Groove soundtrack, and I'm like,
I actually have the
movie.
Forrest Gump soundtrack. It has like a lot of great songs.
Yeah, it was 2 discs.
Yeah, I have it.
Is it?
And what is that?
That's the Ocean's 11 soundtrack, which is one of my favorite movies. So I've never seen this before.
I've never seen Ocean's 11.
And it's pretty much new, so I bought it.
Metal Gear Solid 2, obviously, you bought, because you had to buy Metal Gear Solid 2.
Hey, that video has made me more than that game cost, so sometimes you just gotta...
Yeah.
This is a work expense.
That's the 2 blind box you got.
Yes.
I take it, like, everything on the left is Book Off, and everything on the right is Kino?
No, I didn't get anything at Kino. Wait, no.
So this was all Book Off?
No, I got the 2 phone strap at Kino, but
and then you got the Haruhi manga.
I got everything except for Mari at Book Off, and I got Mari at World of Nintendo.
Yeah, that's what I figured. And then you got the first volume for how much was that?
It was like $2. It's like brand new. When did this come out?
07?
I want to say 06.
I don't know.
Yeah, 2006. It came like brand new with the original Obi from 2006, and I'm like, wow, I've never seen that before. So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
What's the other CD?
Oh, it's a soundtrack for our Tonalico Second. I'm gonna look this up.
Why'd you get that?
Because it was really cheap, and it's like brand new anime soundtrack for like $2. I was like, our Tonalico 2. And when I was checking out,
how much?
The cashier was like, oh yeah, our Tonalico, have you played it? And I'm like, no, but I saw the soundtrack, it's cool. Have you? He's like, no, I played the first one. I'm like, oh, all right.
Oh, so it's a game.
Yeah, it's a PlayStation 2 game.
That's really cool. you discovered that Nintendo World runs on
Windows 7.
Is it even called Nintendo World anymore?
It's
Is it just
Nintendo
called
New York.
Nintendo New York?
They changed it.
That's what I figured. Okay.
Eventually, it's gonna loop back around to the Pokemon Center.
I still remember this memory as a kid because I was in New York, probably still in elementary school, and my dad wanted to take my dad said I could pick one place, and they had the Pokemon Center at the time, and I was like, oh my god, I have to go to the Pokemon Center because I'm a little charge. And then we were asking for directions, and then the guy was like, oh no, there's no more Pokemon Center, and I almost started to cry, but he's like, they changed it. But I'm a kid. I'm allowed. And then he's like, but they changed it to the Nintendo World. It's all the Nintendo games now. And my face went from near tears to like fucking the happiest I've ever been. Speaking of Nintendo, I spent like hours yesterday playing Pokemon Moon. I'm probably almost done. It's amazing. It's literally
How far in? Are you on the fourth island?
Yeah, I got to the fourth island and I started on the route.
Yeah, you're like approaching done.
Yeah, I still got to get the legendary, I think, and get Ragio back from like the
dog. Yeah, you have that whole yeah.
Yeah, but what's it called? We got to do a separate podcast on that game once I'm.
I actually fucking finish it
I'm almost
stop.
done. You have like one battle left.
But this battle is making me so upset. I don't want to play it.
But yeah, like literally, I think, I can't say it yet, but I think it might be. It's probably tied with it as my favorite Pokemon game.
I like it.
I think this is the most. I think this is the most well-written Pokemon game.
That's probably true.
Because I feel like it's not like, every Pokemon game, like, you're the one that saves the world.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I am going to be the one that saves the world in this, but it has this, like, feel like, oh, you're kind of, like, how real it would be if you were a normal trainer. It's like you're kind of just being dragged along on other people's, like, story, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It almost feels like. It doesn't feel like you're the main character in a way.
You really aren't. You're just some kid that wants to...
Yeah, you're always just dragged along, and everyone always leaves you behind, and then people just talk to you. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah.
And I'm like, and like,
yeah, it's like normal. They go like, all right, I got something to do, peace, and then they leave, and then you catch up. They're like, oh hey, how's it been? Haven't seen you in a while.
It feels real for this universe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it feels the most real for as real as the Pokemon universe can get. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
It's amazing. I love it so much. It's like the whole part where you like go like you have to infiltrate the Aether place or whatever.
Yeah.
That whole part just felt like I'm in an anime.
Have you been watching the anime?
And then I go to fight Ragio and I put on Blumenkron as I fight because she's literally the same character.
Yeah. How did they get away with just stealing that character?
No, I was gonna say like the creators had to have seen Kill la Kill. Like there's so much similar in this game. Mhm.
It's pretty much the same. Let's be real.
Yeah. See, I don't know if this is all spoilers by the way.
Not really.
I don't know if I'm gonna answer real spoilers now. I'm still kind of like
we were calling her Ragio like when the first picture of her came out. She just emits that like evil mom vibe.
Yeah, but this is actual spoilers. Shit, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Oh, I know. Are you laughing at me or something else?
Yeah, I'm laughing at you because that was a funny statement.
Okay.
Yeah, I have something really important to say. Oh shit! I forgot.
They revealed that Team Skull was working with the Aether people.
Big twist.
No, because I thought the twist was that you were gonna have to team up, but I'm still a little suspicious. Like I'm still thinking like maybe there's a chance, but then I remember it's Pokemon and they don't have like that much like intelligence. Like you know what I mean? It's like a kid's game.
I mean,
but I still think it's gonna be a double cross.
You think?
I don't know. It could be. It could be real. You know, so I can't really talk to you about
Yeah.
it.
So I'm not gonna say
But,
anything further
yeah.
about that. But
I'm like I knew there was gonna be an obvious twist, but I got the obvious twist wrong.
Well, like.
Well, I got it partly right. I'm like the Eighth Foundation's gonna be the bad guy.
Big,
You're gonna have to
really
fight
fucking
them.
big
It's gonna
twist.
be Kill a Kill.
Nobody got this out of their like anything. It was just so clear, even way before the game came out.
It's such a great game. I love it so much. 10 out of 10. Anyway, what else is there to discuss? I stopped recording.
Why?
Oh wait, no, I didn't.
Wait.
Okay, it's still going.
Why did
I thought
you?
I did.
We're only 20 minutes in.
Okay, well, what else do you have to say?
There's so much stuff. I just don't remember it. This one tweet that I made keeps getting like the Nintendo New York tweet keeps getting likes and shares and subs and stuff.
I am a real American.
Fight for the rights of every man.
I'm trying to think of other shit that happened. I started Bakemonogatari. I watched the first 3 episodes.
What'd you have to say about it?
I said I like it because it's the most. It's like literally just Shimbo. Just imagine
It's
if
like
Shimbo
distilled
just like jerked
Shimbo.
off. It's like, yeah, it's distilled like concentrated Shimbo. Like there's literally I feel like I'm just watching like his mind. That's literally it. Like
I don't know. At least
I can't explain it. It's like imagine every single
style.
trope from Makaku City and Madoka, but it's just the concentrated tropes.
Yeah, no, like I think one of the real strengths of Shinbo is like how it's not logically, but it's like how correct everything flows, because like there's a logical progression to a story, and then there's his progression where things kind of just happen, but it makes sense.
You don't get what's going on at the time, but it makes sense after. I feel like that's also
I don't know, like the way his jump cuts and that whole style works.
They have all that. They have the cut
Yeah.
noise. You know what I'm talking about?
It's like a two stage cut, like doot doot, and it goes to like a flat color and then back. I don't know.
They have literally it takes place in what I perceive to be Makaku City. Like everything is the same. Like it's just an empty, like half-built city that looks exactly the same. Where like every shot of characters will have no one else around. You know what I mean?
Well, there were other people around in Makaku City.
No, but you know what I mean though. Like,
yeah.
It's just like this empty
But other people aren't important to the story, I assume.
It's true, and also it's very like, you know what I mean, like dreamlike in a way where it's just random cuts. You know what I mean? It's like that. It's good so far.
I gotta sit down and watch the show at some point.
It's 15 episodes, not 12, so that may be a little much.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But,
never mind. I can't watch it. Well,
yeah,
I don't. The
daunting
thing is like once I start, I have to do the whole series. Like I'm going to do every Monogatari show at once, and it's I
don't think all of them are by Shaft though.
Yeah, they are.
Are they all?
Yeah.
I know they're based on books.
They're based on it's just the other ones are just like the next seasons. They're just not called the same thing.
I think like some of them are like prequels, some of them are sequels.
But Bakemonogatari is the start.
Bakemonogatari was the first one made,
yes.
So that's the play. Like Digi always says, like don't go by the chronological order of the story, go by the order it was made, because that's how people watched it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
I have to do that to talk about Makaku City with some form of legitimacy, probably.
I've I don't know what else to talk about. What do you have to say? What do you have to say about New York?
About New York? It's pretty cool.
About anything.
It's pretty miserable outside. I walked around for so long yesterday. Like, I got home and I fell asleep at like 6. No, I slept like 12 hours yesterday, I'm just realizing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that happened. Slept 12 hours last night. Finally caught up to me.
That's crazy. Yeah, I tried to force myself to wake up early because I had a shit ton of work that I'm not even close to being done with. And
Don't you have all these articles
because I have to wake up super. Yeah, we're gonna do that together after. We're gonna do some crocodiling. But
hell yeah.
I
have a video I'm supposed to get out today, but I'm not gonna do it.
Approach the center of the room to begin the boss fight with Godan. A voice praises Link's courage and tells him that this is the final challenge of the gods. 2 stone hands and a stone head lift themselves out of the wall and hover above Link's head.
Oh, you're reading from the Wind
Waker
Waker
of the
manual.
Tower of Gods! ! The key to defeating Godan is to keep. This is so nostalgic. I just read it, and they have like excerpts from in the end. They have They also have like They also have a whole side quest section in the end.
For all the side quests.
Yeah,
that makes
and
sense.
It's called Islands of the Great Sea, which is actually really cool. But they also have an excerpt, like excerpts from the Ocarina of Time strategy guide that they're probably also trying to sell. And I remember because I didn't realize that it wasn't just like one part of that game, and that was just random excerpts. So I like as a kid, I just had no idea what the plot of that game was. It's like, okay, I was fighting this guy, but now I'm at Ganondorf. What do I do? Because I never played it yet. Yeah, I've considered it, and I think I'm going to make an investment in like a small shelf for my apartment. Because I just have like books, DVDs, and shit just stacked up on my desk.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Yeah.
I just box my stuff up because I'm going to have to eventually move. So.
That's probably a pretty good idea too, but oh man. What else?
Like I said, I have a video that's supposed to come out today, but I don't think I'm gonna.
Is it close to being done?
I don't think I'm doing a video this weekend.
No. I think if you put it out like tomorrow, it will.
No, I do put it out tomorrow sometimes, but stuff just kind of hasn't come together to release a video this weekend. So, I'm probably gonna. I want to do a live stream tonight.
You should.
I'm
not gonna be home, but look, what time are you gonna do it?
I want you to be in it.
Oh shit! What time did you want to do it?
What time are you busy?
Let me look up. Because I'm seeing a movie tonight. I'm gonna look at the runtime, and it is, and then I'll like add a half an hour at the end. 2 hours. Probably be home like 9:30, 9:45ish.
That's too late.
So it's probably not gonna work. Yeah.
Shit. I guess I'm doing it alone.
Do it.
I will.
You will.
I will.
Dude,
I will.
Are you gonna do like Digi with the Q&A where you just sat there, like you just sit there, people. He's like, this is going to be an anime only Q&A, and everyone just starts asking about anime, and he just gets increased, like not about anime, and he just gets increasingly frustrated. He'll literally just answer every question. That's not about anime. That's not about anime. That's not about anime. He just got increasingly mad.
Nice.
People are dumb. Like, if someone says something, just listen. I don't understand. They're releasing a ReZero figure of Rim, whatever the blue-haired fuck is. The blue fuck is. she's
Hola. Konnichiwa. This blue fox.
Yeah, they're releasing a figure of her covered in blood. So yeah.
Why?
I
don't understand.
This is how we get our news.
This is how I live. Is that Anime Maru or real?
That's real.
Oh man.
What else happened recently? What happened?
What happened?
I'm trying to think if there's anything else I watched or
my phone is
read or did this week. How about you? Anything happen?
I had a dentist appointment this morning. That sucked.
Why would you get dentist appointment when you're not at home?
Well, it was more of a jaw appointment, but
Oh, does your jaw hurt?
Yeah, it's got issues.
I love how you describe it. It's got issues.
My body just has issues, Josh.
Do you still have painful sneezes, or is that just a Florida thing?
That's like only during allergy season, so I'm pretty sure it's an allergy
I was just rewatching. I rewatched a random old vlog, and it's just you sneezing, and you go, oh. And then Taylor's old friend, I don't remember her name, Sam. Was it Sam?
Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
Sam.
she was just like being like, what is wrong? And you're just like, my sneezes hurt, and she's like, you need to go to the hospital, and you're like, no, it's only when I sneeze. and we're all just like,
you need to go to the hospital. Your sneezes hurt.
That's not normal. And you're like, it's only when I sneeze. It only impacts me like less than 1% of my time.
I mean that's true. See, I don't understand the whole concern about. I don't understand her concern with me sneezing.
It could be leading to a bigger problem.
No, it couldn't.
Did you ever think of that?
No, it's fucking sneezes. It doesn't matter. It's just an allergy. It's just like an allergy thing. That is a non-issue, in my mind. What?
Okay.
No, it's literally a non-issue. Of all the constant pain that I have.
What's with all the fucking Yu-Gi-Oh? No, the fucking Jimmy Neutron's dad memes on my,
Is that a thing?
On my Facebook. Looks like you're going to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo. And it's fucking, is his name Hugh Neutron?
Yes.
Hugh Neutron, he has a dual, it's like a stock photo from like an advertisement for Jimmy Neutron. And it's him, one hand he's holding like 4 cards, and another hand has a dual disc. I should just send it to you. Why am I describing it?
I like your description of it more.
I'm describing it for the podcast.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not going to send it because you have to leave it up to your imagination.
Okay. I think I've seen the picture before, though, so not that... I'm not too persecuted by you not sending it to me.
I'm persecuted?
I'm persecuted, Josh.
Good thing I was going to go pre-order a Nintendo Switch this weekend, and like 5 minutes before I was going to leave to do it, I remembered I'm not going to be in Gainesville. It's going to be spring break when the Nintendo Switch comes out, so good thing I didn't pre-order it.
Yeah, that would have sucked.
Yeah, but maybe I'm going to probably try to like get my dad to go into like Target or something and pre-order it for me. Because you have to go. You can't pre-order over the phone, can you?
I don't know. I don't call people.
What do you mean you don't call people?
I don't call people.
Oh yeah, we went over this. Like you wanted to ask Barnes and Noble a question. And there's a whole video on Zack's channel of me having to call Barnes and Noble.
That's Barnes and Noble. I don't know who that is. Would you say in my pickups there's any anime?
In your pickups from...
Yes. I got a reply
today?
saying, ew, anime. And I'm like, there's no anime here. I don't know what you're looking at.
Technically there isn't.
There isn't.
But,
there is...
aesthetically there is.
No, there's no anime. That's manga.
It's the same aesthetic. That's why I said technically there isn't. Aesthetically there is.
Listen.
Space Jam. That's it.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah. Forrest Gump. Come on, Zack.
You're right.
The only non-anime thing here seems to be Harahi.
Harahi, yeah. Yeah.
You paid $5 for a red joke.
For what?
Metal Gear Solid 2.
It's a good game. Listen,
I also paid like $9 for 2 just nostalgic things. Okay.
I don't think. I don't
know what were you gonna say.
I don't know. I don't think it was a meme. I think there's a reasonable budget that I can spend within, because these videos bring in a little bit of money, so there's a reasonable budget for each one.
That's true.
So that's where the budget of the straight video went to. Oh, I'm so close to 6,000. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
My watch later is down to 38 videos.
Nice. Mine is
Except a couple of them are like
57.
hours long.
Yeah, I cut down by like half. I'm at 57 now.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you have anything? Mega 64 came out with a great video this week.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was a good one. The Circle of Life.
Circle of Life. The icon's so good. It's just Rocco like super sweaty, looking scared. That's a great.
I did like the Circle of Life, but I don't think I got it on the level that most people did.
It's just, I don't know. It's like not like the thing for me is that it's like there's so much like the acting is amazing. Like there's so much that it like the video itself is just it's funny concept in general, but like the little nuances are like hilarious. Like his facial expressions and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that it's clearly like their like garage and not actually a GameStop.
I've never heard their studio called a garage before.
And then oh yeah, you're right, it's a studio. But then there's like some of the things on the walls are like from like mid 2000s. Like there's Marvel Ultimate
GameStop.
Like Marvel Ultimate Alliance on the shelf. That's like a 2006 game. There's like a Wind Waker poster, a Minecraft poster, Lost Pop figures.
Lost Pop figures. Why are pop figures such a cancer on the world?
I can't like see. My issue is that you've polluted me. Like, remember how I used to like for nilly willy buy pop figures? Yeah. Like I can't like look at a pop figure even if it's like my favorite character and consciously buy it anymore. I just look at it and I'm like those black abysses.
Yeah, because they're fucking disgusting,
like,
and I hate them.
Like you've ruined me. I can't like. I'm gonna go home and like look at my pop figure collection and like throw it all away. Like you did this to me.
As long as don't get known as the guy who likes pop figures, because that is all you will get for the rest of your life.
And you know that from me.
Yeah.
Pop figures were always a thing to me where I'm like, I don't like pop figures, but I like owning the pop figure for some of my favorite characters. You know what I mean? Like, It's a piece of merch for my favorite character. Like, one of my favorite characters, so I like to own it. People took that to mean I love pop figures and started buying me a shit ton of pop figures. So now I have like pop figures for characters I don't even really care about. You know what I mean? I'm just like, shit.
Pop figures are a fucking cancer. They're everywhere, and they're disgusting.
Meanwhile,
and
Rooster
they keep
Teeth did
spreading.
like a knockoff Ruby pop figure that actually looks really good.
But like
the Ruby pop figures look great, but they're not really pop figures. They're just like actually look decent.
I don't like pop figures.
I've stopped liking them, so there you go. I'll probably continue to buy it if it's like one of my all-time favorite characters. Did you know the Maui pop figure from Moana is actually a Second and Charles exclusive pop figure?
It is a Second and Charles. Isn't Second and Charles by definition a secondhand store?
Pretty sure isn't Second and Charles is probably named after a street that the original store was on, I assume. Like the street corner?
Yeah, probably. But they are.
But I don't know what locations they're. I know there's the Gainesville. Yeah. I mean they have new stuff though.
They do?
Like they have new movies and books, yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's huge though. That's why like you could be in there. I was there for like 2.5 hours yesterday. You remember, right? You've been there.
Yeah, I swear they were only a secondhand store. I didn't know they had anything new.
They have some new stuff, but it's mostly like the majority of
Where
their
do you get
inventory
your
comes from
merchandise?
people, like,
From
bringing
people with
lots.
exceptional taste in books, CDs, movies, and video games, just like yourself. How it works.
Oh,
Show us your
thank
stuff,
you.
take a number, browse the stacks, your number's up, moment of truth. So, everything they have is bought from people.
I should do it. Like, over spring break, I should just get all the shit that's in my room, bring it back up here, go to Second and Charles and get offered like $20 for like everything I've ever
That's
bought.
a great idea.
Um,
I'm never gonna sell. I could never sell my stuff to a store like this.
why?
I like it too much.
See, you know me. I've bought so much useless shit over the years that I don't actually like. So I can do it. What's the best Silent Hill?